often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The give to the tailback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. It may not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Byrne. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. In Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Addison. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense flying for it.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's moved.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Finds his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Addison. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Slithers into space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the toss. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meet.
Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Kings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see. He's got it down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Brought down, though. Looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. LSU right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
On third down, he drops the throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25.
defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback may change this route. He's got it down the middle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Moving away from pressure. He'll put it down and run. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick release on the RPO. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moon. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. He's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will give him the lead.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. To the air on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And here he comes out of the end zone. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back, his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Off play action. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the RPO, complete. Continues to fight for yards. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll go to the air. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Crosses the tag. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Throws to the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. LSU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Off the play fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. LSU quick to the line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it behind the line. It's Addison. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it in stride inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Complete to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.